What's good, YouTube? It's Rico Foxkid here, and since I redid the Mermail build for the TCG ban list, since it's different, I figured I might as well do another deck profile for Twilight to fit the TCG ban list. I'm a little disappointed because the OCG ban list gave a lot back to this deck, like with the second Gore as the second Chaos Sorcerer, and Trish making Plague Spitter Zombie a good card again. It really did suck that we didn't get all those back. I mean, second Plague is nice, but we don't use Plague anyway, just because there's not enough synchros that are worth it. So, uh, I guess it's about as solid as it can get. I guess this also serves as an update. I think it's been a while since I posted Twilight, or maybe it's been a few months or whatever. Yeah, this is it. Uh, I would say that Pure still works. I just have a liking for Twilight just because I think it gives me more options. Because Pure, you kind of have to focus on Celestia, or I guess you can focus on Xyz, but I don't like that version of Pure. It's like you focus on Celestia and JD, and then it's like if you can't get those out, then you can't really win. Twilight gives you a lot of options, so that's why I like it. So let's get into it. There's 28 monsters, 10 spells, and 2 traps, which is ironically the ratio I tend to always run. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, it's the 28 monsters, 8 spells, and 4 traps. I added 2 more. I digress. 3 Judgment Dragon. In my last video, I only ran 2, and that's because I felt that between 2 Chaos Sorcerer, BLS, Dad, 2 Gores, and 2 Trag, only 2 Judgment Dragon were necessary. Now that we don't all have all those, I feel 3 is necessary again. That's just because now it's 3 JD, 1 Dad, Gores, 2 Trag, BLS, and 1 Chaos Sorcerer. Just with less bosses, JD is more important. 1 Dad, 1 BLS, 1 Gores. I just listed all of these off. Oh well. 2 Trags, and 1 Chaos Sorcerer. For the Light Sworns, I think there's 11 of them in here. There's 1 Aaron, 1 Garoth, 1 Jane, 3 Lumina, 2 Lila, 2 Raiko, and 2 Wolf. I believe it's 7 different names. Yeah, it's 7. And then for non-Light Sworn support, I have 2 Card Trooper. Once again, I like it with Trag and Twilight just because since I'm not focusing on only the Light Sworns, I don't really care about giving up my normal summon to a Card Trooper. 1 Honest. 3 Necro Gardener. I still like 3 in some cases. Just like part of the reason I dropped to 2 in the other build is just because I also had Plague Spitter Zombie that I wanted to mill or discard. Just without Plague Spitter Zombie, that opens up room for the 3rd Necro Gardener. So why not? Phantom of Chaos. I still like this because it's a dark and it's effectively a monster reincarnation, or I guess monster reborn also. And you just can't deal damage, so that's why I like Phantom of Chaos. And that's the entire monster lineup. For spells, we've got 1 Allure, Charger Light Brigade, Dark Hole, Foolish Burial, Monster Reincarnation, and 3 Solar Recharge. No MST, just because I feel MST is good in those decks that can do like slow pokes and can also like slowly pick away a back row. So like in Mermail, I love 3 MST just because that combined with Marksman, it's just a great thing. With Lightsworn, you generally want to make big pushes in the hopes of just killing your opponent as fast as possible, and MST doesn't really help with that. Just because like you could blind MST to make your play safer, but I generally think that's not a good idea, and it's better done with other things. Like if you really want to blindly hit a back row for a better chance at surviving, then just use Lila. I don't think MST is necessary for Lightsworn, even with Heavy Storm gone. That's just me. I am actually really glad that Heavy Storm Monster Reborn got banned because that opens up so many spaces for other spell cards in the deck or just other choices, and I love that. I felt just with everything coming off the ban list recently for like Lightsworn related, just like because all we're missing now are Charge and Honest. It's just finding space in the deck was so hard compared to like several years ago when we were hit so much by the ban list that there was so much space that you could do your own choices, and you could also like there were so many variants. It's like you just can't do that anymore because there's so many cards that are necessary. But yeah, so I'm really glad that Heavy Storm Monster Reborn got banned for more reasons than just that, but that helps. And then the 4 traps are 2 back in. I actually just threw these back in, just because I took them out, just because I didn't feel they were necessary in Twilight. And then while I was testing, I found that, well, if I mill my boss monsters, my only ways to get them back are Monster Incarnation and Phantom of Chaos. I wouldn't mind having 2 other ways to get them back, so I just threw back in. And 2 breakthrough skill. I threw these in after, like, when I posted this build on Pojo. It was the build for the OCG list, but regardless, I posted a Twilight build on Pojo. Like, the almost unanimous suggestion just by every single person who posted was to put breakthrough skill in, and it's pretty sound reasoning, because if you draw it, then it works just like breakthrough skill. If you mill it, then you can use its effect from the graveyard. I mean, it's a pretty good reason to run breakthrough skill, so why not? And that's the deck. I don't have a side deck built, just because I want to see how this meta turns out before I just build one, and also the extra deck's just generic rank 4s, rank 3s, you throw in the Constellars and Ptolemy M7 and Starliege Paladynamo, and then you've got the extra deck. There's really not much point to go into it, in my opinion. That's just not, it's a waste of time. So yeah, that's pretty much it, YouTube. I was thinking of other things to put in, like Duality, Gold Sarcophagus, Threatening Roar, and then I realized that I'd rather run those in Pure, and I don't want to switch to Pure. So yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I'll see you next one. Deuces.